I don't know what's more shocking, the fact that Sega's listening or the community doesn't seem happy about these changes. Recently, the community's been asking for several things back, like symbol arts and area chat, as well as being able to display them in party. And then the other side of the community has been asking for several things as well. The other part of the community has been asking for things like being able to turn off the area chat pop-up displays, as well as symbol arts, and then also being able to turn off symbol arts in the party options significantly by itself. Players have been wanting more customizability when it comes to the chat options, myself included, but my reasons were as a content creator as well as somebody who plays this game casually with my friends in Discord. When I mean casually, I mean like I hang out in Discord casually, not that I play Phantasy Star Online 2 casually. Anyway, it doesn't matter, this is a casual game now anyway, right? So recently Sega wound up doing two things. They wound up banning 1,600 players for hateful conduct as well as malicious behavior when it comes to Phantasy Star Online 2. The malicious behavior includes racism and blatantly disrespecting or harassing other players. The official tweet that they put out saying that they banned 1,600 players was met with a little bit of backlash, some players defending the fact that they shouldn't be banning players, considering the fact that these are not times to be banning when the game already has a limited number of players to begin with. My argument has always been that these players should in fact be banned because they deter more players than they actually bring to the game. So while you keep one bad actor in the game, the entire community becomes toxic, and you don't want that, because then it makes it a safe haven for more bad actors to show up, and then you wind up having this safe haven for bad actors who then destroy your game and you don't even know why. A lot of these things have happened in other games such as Rainbow Six, League of Legends, and so on and so forth. So seeing bans for malicious behavior isn't exactly anything crazy, and if anybody ever wants to know what determines malicious behavior, it's not saying, hey Sega, you suck, because then 90% of the Japanese player base would have been banned during the episode 5 fiasco. It's actually harassing other players within the means of the in-game chat, as well as other things that are related to the in-game chat. It's also within the terms of service that Sega will not tell you why you got banned. However, if you feel like you've been wrongfully banned, you can request an investigation done on your account. But anyway, moving on, because that's not what this is a video is about. Recently, Sega wound up going back and saying that they're going to be putting countermeasures in place so that way malicious behavior is less likely to occur. This happens in a lot of things such as symbol arts and or the actual in-game chat. Finally, after years of the game being launched, they're adding in certain features. Those features are to be able to toggle on the display of symbol arts as well as the actual chat and send to area and send to party, because currently right now you cannot turn off party chats or their bubbles, or even area chats and their bubbles. With this, they're also going to be re-enabling symbol arts in the send to area that was temporarily disabled. Then they also want up adding another option that'll allow you to be able to show or hide the online status to you that other players see, effectively finally bringing the game into 2021 where you can actually appear offline while still playing the game. These updates are actually going to be happening in mid-October, and the reason why that a lot of these things don't happen right away when they know that there's going to be a fix coming is because during the development pipeline, they probably have certain authentications and or reasons why they need to, especially with the game being on the Microsoft storefront. They probably have these updates ready ahead of time so that way they can be simultaneously launched on the Xbox platforms as well as EpicGames Store, Windows Store, and Steam. So there's probably a lot of red tape that they have to go through, which is why they can't just go ahead and make an emergency maintenance or even introduce this even something like next maintenance. As far as the conversation of content is concerned, because I've seen a lot of players bring that back up, one thing I need to understand, or I need you to understand rather, content cannot be added over the course of time. Honestly, right now I have a very negative opinion when it comes to things like Urgent Quest, especially with the autumn event, but I understand that a lot of the things that they currently have are already developed or in still development, so they cannot use that time to be able to create something new. More than likely what's going on over at Sega and why they haven't actually implemented any other significant changes is because they already have these things in the pipeline and they're trying to make sure that everything continues to work, so this way they can spend less development time working on fixes and then more development time actually creating things. This is why I see changes like this actually a very good thing for the community, because it'll at least help keep players satisfied when it comes to their social aspect of the game, because people who don't want to see certain things don't have to anymore, so they can enjoy the game the way that they want. Things like this isn't going to satiate the entire community, but hey, that's what a lot of the feedback that they've been listening to is going for. And as far as being like heard when it comes to feedback, the videos that us content creators are putting out, most of the suggestions actually come from you guys. In addition to that, to the people who've been putting out support tickets, they listen, they actually do go ahead and read those. Again, right now my personal issues with the game isn't exactly lack of content, it's still the way that they're treating their monetization system and their free-to-play fan base. I think that if they were to go back to some of the practices they had back in base PSO2, it'd be a much better scenario, but hey, I'll leave that for another video. But anyway, this one is just about the talking about how they introduced new chat features and somehow I spread it out for about 5 minutes. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video out here. So as always, thank you guys again for watching. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and it's good to be back. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out.